Do we know India's 5th generation fighter jet is on the trial phase and the 6th generation fighter jet is on the way too? Do we know which India's indigenous air defense systems has shattered all expectations? 6th generation fighters, closer than you think. Japan has invited India to join 6th generation global combat air program, meaning Japan along with couple of other countries will be jointly developing, sharing, exporting some of the next generation aircraft technology. Today's warfare isn't about throwing massive number of troops onto the battlefield like it was in 20th century. Today's wars are fought with satellites, precision airstrikes, AI-driven drones, and more importantly, air defense systems. So it's all about the technological superiority of any military against its enemies. When it comes to India being the 4th largest military just behind US, Russia and China, all that we know is Rafale jets, which is at the mercy of France, S-400s, BrahMos missiles and maybe Akash defense systems. But do we know India's 5th generation fighter jet is on the trial phase and the 6th generation fighter jet is on the way too? Do we know which India's indigenous air defense systems has shattered all expectations and multiple countries have started pouring in for purchasing this air defense system? In today's video, let's discuss some things which are less discussed but are India's pride. Number of satellites launched and owned by US, China, Russia is literally huge, and also maybe even they are better in satellite technology when compared to India. But India is self-reliant. Approximately US has 10,000 satellites, Russia has 1,500 and China has 900. India currently has more than 100 satellites, out of which 10 are dedicated to armed forces. Some of them are GSAT, which stands for Geosynchronous Satellite, RESAT series, radar imaging satellites, hyperspectral imaging satellites, EMISAT, Microsat, and so on. Also, India is set to launch additional 52 satellites dedicated only for Indian military activities in coming years. Bottom line is, India is self-reliant in terms of satellites for defense purpose and it's getting better rapidly. Precision airstrikes. For airstrikes, we need fighter jets which are capable of escaping the enemy radar. Before we review the list of fighter jets that India has at its disposal, the latest technology available is 5th generation fighter jet. Only US, Russia and China have operational 5th generation fighter jet as of today. But India has got French-made Rafale fighter jets which needs no introduction. Rafale is a 4th generation fighter jet upgraded with the latest capabilities, so technically it is kind of 4.5 generation fighter jet. India currently has 36 of these jets which can reach maximum speed of 2,400 km per hour and can fly at an altitude of 50,000 feet. They have a combat range of around 1,850 kilometers. Combat range meaning the distance jets can travel with all the missiles and weapons loaded. Indian government has placed a new order worth 63,000 crores for 26 Rafale jets, which includes weapons, training, support, in addition to the fighter jets. That is almost 2,400 crores for each of these jets. This is the price of the new deal signed. French recently denied sharing source code of Rafale jets with India. According to the reports, it's only or mainly from business perspective, but still, what France did at such critical times with India was unacceptable from India's point of view. As of now, Rafale jets can only launch French missiles, which we will discuss soon in this video. If India needs to fit and launch any other missile, they need source code. Once India has the source code and once India's most cost-effective and most successful missiles are fit into Rafale jets, then you can imagine what happens to the French missile sales across the world. Probably this was the reason France didn't share the source code with India. Even after France denying the source code, why is India buying another 26 Rafale jets? That is because of the Rafale jets' unique capabilities in Himalayan mountain range. Next fighter jet is Sukhoi Su-30 MKI, shortly Sukhoi 30. This aircraft is jointly developed by our own Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Russia's Sukhoi Design Bureau. Sukhoi 30 is a fourth generation fighter jet, so it is slightly lower version compared to Rafale, but it is a king when it comes to dogfight. So if any jets Pakistan currently has, for example, gets into a dogfight with Sukhoi 30, it's confirmed they are not going back to Pakistan. There are 272 units of Sukhoi jets in India, and these jets are the backbone of Indian Air Force. Sukhoi 30 can reach maximum speed of 2,120 km per hour and can reach a maximum altitude of 56,000 feet and has a combat range of 3,000 kilometers. India has also signed Rs 13,500 crore deal for 12 units of advanced indigenous Sukhoi 30 jets, and this will be produced in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Nasik division. So the current price of these jets is around 1,100 crore. Best part of these 12 jets is that 62.6% of all components required are indigenous content, meaning 62.6% of all components will be made in India from the scratch. Third and the last one is Mirage 2000 jets, also French made, also fourth generation. India currently has 50 of these jets. Balakot strike in 2019 was conducted by 12 of these Mirage 2000 jets. These jets can reach 2,336 km per hour and an altitude of 60,000 feet. They have a combat range of around 1,550 kilometers. Mirage 2000 jets costed 130 crores each at the time of purchase around 30 years back. Currently, the price is not available since the aircraft is no longer in production. India in total has 600 plus fighter aircrafts, but the three I mentioned are the most important, most effective to win any war. As important as it is to have technological superiority over enemy country, it is very crucial to be self-reliant. I mean the technology developed within the country. So probably one of the biggest good news from India's military power perspective or the technology developed in India is that India is on trial phase of its own 5th generation fighter jet. This fighter jet is currently called Advanced Multi-Role Combat Aircraft, and India is on track for developing 6th generation fighter jets. Look at this article. 6th generation fighters, closer than you think. India's efforts to obtain a 5th generation fighter is not fruitful, so now India plans to develop its own 6th generation fighter jet by incorporating some 6th generation technologies in the already under development 5th generation advanced multi-role combat aircraft developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. This article is from India Defence Research Wing websites. 6th generation fighter jet plans to follow while AMCA, that is 5th generation fighter jet, enters trial phase. To cap it all, Japan has invited India to join 6th generation global combat air program, meaning Japan along with couple of other countries will be jointly developing, sharing, exporting some of the next generation aircraft technology. Also, Russia is ready to sell its Sukhoi 57, the 5th generation fighter jet, as a complete package, meaning with all the source code and full control, no strings. This will be a huge step forward to India. Next thing required for precision airstrikes is a missile. The first item to top the list is the name that every Indian knows since Operation Sindhoor, the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. Speed of any missile is mostly mentioned in Mach speed. The speed of sound is Mach 1, that is 1234.8 km per hour. And Mach 2 is 2 times the speed of sound. Mach 3 is 3 times the speed of sound, and so on. Supersonic missiles are those which can travel up to Mach 5 speed. Any missile which can travel more than Mach 5 speed is called hypersonic missile. Deployed for the first time in combat in Operation Sindhoor, BrahMos strikes with an accuracy of 1 meter and is currently the fastest cruise missile in India's arsenal. It can reach Mach 2.8 speed, which is around 3,500 km per hour. So it's a supersonic missile. BrahMos is named after Brahmaputra river in India and Moskva river in Russia. It is jointly developed by India along with Russia. Each of these BrahMos missiles cost around 34 crores, approximately 3.5 million US dollars. In Operation Sindhoor, BrahMos was launched from Sukhoi Su-30 MKI fighter jets. One more beauty of this supersonic missile is that it can be launched from air, land, ship, and from a submarine. Reports say BrahMos was not even detected by the radars used by Pakistan. Forget about intercepting. There is BrahMos 2, which is still under development as of 2025. Of course, again with collaboration with Russia. BrahMos 2 can reach speed of Mach 8, which is almost 3 times the speed of BrahMos 1, which we currently have. So BrahMos 2 will be a hypersonic missile because it's more than Mach 5 speed. Before we conclude, India will be unbeatable with BrahMos 2. There is a missile with US, operational since 1970, a 60-year-old technology. It is called Minuteman 3. It can reach speed of around Mach 23. BrahMos 2 can only reach speed of Mach 8 and it is still under development. Imagine what US secretly holds today. Russia has already used missiles called Orishnik in Ukraine war, which can reach speed of Mach 11. China also has a missile called DF-41, which can reach Mach 25 speed, making it the fastest missile in the entire world as of today. It is difficult to judge China's capabilities based on some missile which didn't explode after hitting the ground in Indian soil. These missiles or drones given to Pakistan can be outdated like an expired item just to make relationship strong with Pakistan. Also, to intercept these wasted missiles, India should still use expensive air defense systems which will hurt India's pocket as well. Second item in the missile list is Scalp missiles. These are French made and of course mounted on Rafale fighter jets. Each of these missiles cost around 9 to 20 crores, approximately 1 to 2.5 million dollars, and can penetrate up to 16 feet of concrete wall. Third in the list is hammer bombs. Also French made, also mounted on Rafale fighter jets. Each of these cost around 2.5 crores or 3,000 US dollars. Next item used for precision strikes is loitering munitions because it is not cost effective to launch a missile to strike a radar installation, command center or air defense system. A loitering munition, also known as suicide drone, kamikaze drone or exploding drone, is a drone with a warhead that is typically designed to loiter, as the name suggests, until a target is located, then crash onto it. India used Harp drones developed by Israel Aerospace Industries, which can fly up to speed of 417 km per hour with a range of 1000 km. Harp drones can loiter over target zones for up to 9 hours, and once the target is confirmed, such as radar installation, command center or air defense system, the drone dives into it, destroying the object. Each costs $700,000 or 6 crores. The next item is Sky Striker drones, jointly developed by India in partnership with Israel's Elbit system manufactured in Namma Bengaluru, India. Costs 90 lakhs or 105,000 US dollars each. Next item is Nagastra 1 drone. This is made in India, boasting an accuracy of up to 2 meters and costs around 2 to 3 lakhs. Next is India's air defense system, where India's name prospered the most because Pakistan also had and fired Turkish Bayraktar, Hiha and Songar drones, and also PL-15 missile provided by China. To top the air defense system list is our dear friend Russia's S-400 missile defense system, which needs no introduction. Indians with a lot of respect have nicknamed it as Sudarshana Chakra. I don't think there was any other better word to show our respect. The S-400 can engage almost all types of modern planes. Its radar can track targets up to 600 kilometers away. But did you guys know that S-400 air defense system that India has got is not the full-scale version? It is a downgraded one. The S-400s India has got doesn't plug into satellites to overlap radar system. But still, the downgraded version that India has was still successful in intercepting all the Turkish and Chinese missiles or drones provided to Pakistan, while Russia's full-scale version failed to intercept US or NATO's missiles launched by Ukraine. India had to shell out 5.43 billion US dollars in 2018 for 5 of these air defense systems. In today's exchange rate, it is 46,300 crores, almost 9,000 crores for each of these S-400s. Number 2 in the air defense system list is SAMR, Surface to Air Missile for Assured Retaliation, another system developed in India by Indian Air Force 7 Base Repair Depot, Tughlakabad. Cost of this system is not available publicly, but it's mentioned everywhere, stating it is the most effective Desi Jugaad. Number 3, Akash missile system developed as part of India's Atmanirbhar Bharat. Prahalad Ramarao, mentored by APJ Abdul Kalam, led the missile defense system project. Each of these Akash missile defense system costs 500 crores, which is said to be one of the most cost-effective defense system. Also, Akash missile was incredible. It has shattered all the expectations in intercepting the drones and missiles launched by Pakistan in Operation Sindhoor. Number 4 is D4 anti-drone system, the India's pride. India's indigenous drone detect, deter and destroy system developed by DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, and BEL. This defense system has emerged a game changer. The system had so much success in neutralizing Turkish drones in Operation Sindhoor, it has attracted significant international interest. According to DRDO, official inquiries from multiple countries have started pouring in for D4 systems. So please, let's show our gratitude to Pakistan for giving us an opportunity to tell the world in the most effective way about our talent, technology, and for increasing our defense export. Pakistan this time has not only dug their own grave, it has given an opportunity to its enemy to market its product globally. The world has seen the cutting-edge technology of India developed BrahMos missile and air defense systems. There is a saying in astrology, Shatru Indalabha, profit from enemies. India has already successfully delivered 2 batches of BrahMos supersonic missiles to Philippines. Now the world knows there are some cutting edge and very cheap compared to Western air defense systems in India. Operation Sindhoor was not just a military response. So it's not just Rafale jets, which is at the mercy of France, and S-400s from Russia. India's multi-role combat aircraft developed by our own Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is coming. BrahMos 2 is coming. Akash missile systems has proved beyond expectations. D4 anti-drone systems developed as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat has shattered all expectations. India is on the right track. I wish India one day will be able to retain all the talent and invent more such amazing things, not just defense related. Indeed, even with top 20 or 30 or whatever percentage talent exported to countries like US, Canada, Australia, we Indians are still incredible. Maybe Indian government should deviate more money to research and development. Thank you very much.